Was the easiest playoff schedule remaining of the elite wide receivers? Let's get into it. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my page for part 1 where I discuss Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. We've already ruled out Amon-Ra as probably the toughest remaining playoff schedule against pass defenses of all the elite receivers, but we haven't yet determined who has the easiest of the elite ones. Mike Evans in week 15 plays the Chargers. That's a really good pass defense, so that's somewhat difficult. Dallas, not the greatest pass defense, but they're not horrible as well, and Carolina's abysmal. So Mike Evans kind of ranks, I would say, toward the middle of the elite receivers. Again, a lot of these guys are matchup proof, so it doesn't matter who they play, they're going to go off. But I trust them to have a really good performance in the semifinals and the finals in Dallas and against Carolina. Chargers may be a little bit of a tough one in the quarterfinal, but if you can get past that, you should be good with Mike Evans. Next, let's go into the wide receiver one, Ja'Marr Chase. I know you guys have been waiting for this one. Ja'Marr Chase actually has one of the toughest playoff schedules remaining, as tough or even tougher than Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is Ja'Marr Chase, and you look at the numbers, and he's probably still going to go off. But Tennessee is the best pass defense in the entire NFL. Cleveland is the game he will go off, the semifinals. That's not a great pass defense so far this season. They played better the last few weeks. Game he should go off, and then Denver, another top 10 pass defenses. So in the quarterfinals and the finals, championship game, Ja'Marr Chase has a really hard matchup. Really hard. Now, I'm not saying he can't go off. He's Ja'Marr Chase. And look at all these games. He has gone off even against good defenses against the pass. But he certainly does not have the easiest of the elite receivers remaining. He has the hardest with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Next, let's go into A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown has Pittsburgh, Washington, Dallas. Pittsburgh, not a great pass defense comparatively to their run defense, right? They're still, I think, 22nd against the pass. Should go off in the quarterfinals. In week 16, Washington actually has a top 5 pass defense. Not an easy matchup, but again, they could run a lot of these games, especially if they're ahead. That we've seen the Eagles do that, which is why you see the inconsistency with A.J. Brown. So he's not as trustworthy as these other elite receivers because of game plan and because of matchup. Dallas is also ranked 13th against the pass in that championship round. Next, let's go into Tyreek Hill. Tyreek is a really tough playoff matchup. Houston, San Francisco, Cleveland. Cleveland in the championship round is probably the only game he's going to go crazy. Houston, top 10 pass defense. San Francisco, top 5 pass defense. That's tough for Tyreek. Finally, let's go into Cooper Kupp. Kupp also does not have the easiest playoff schedule. San Francisco has a top 5 pass defense. The Jets have a top 5 pass defense. And week 17 against Arizona is probably the game where he goes off. That's a championship matchup if you even get there. But Kupp and Nacua, both of them could struggle against San Francisco and the Jets in their top 5 pass defenses. So who has the easiest remaining schedule of these elite receivers? I'm going to go with Nico Collins. Kansas City is bottom 10 against the pass, and Baltimore is the 31st ranked pass defense. He should go off those final 2 games in the semifinals and finals. In Miami's top 10 against the pass, but that shouldn't deter him. I think Nico Collins finishes as the wide receiver 1 over these last few weeks. Once he comes back from the bye and has that championship level performance, he's the guy that's going to win you guys fantasy football championships.